to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now here's Paul. Inside, Parker with the steal. Antetokounmpo again. It's Redick. Antetokounmpo passes to Carter Williams. And it's Parker at the elbow. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket in this one. Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Carter Williams against Paul. To the middle. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. The baseline jumper goes down. Middleton's got his first bucket of the night.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Paul with the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Here's Monroe. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Clippers trail by 3. On the wing, Johnson. He dishes it to Griffin. Rebound by Parker.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And Jordan sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Carter Williams against Paul. Here's Parker. Great D that time from Griffin.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Picked by Griffin. Paul against Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Jordan. And that one is hammered home.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Middleton left side. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Middleton's got his second bucket tonight.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Bucks leading by 4. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And good on the basket. Book it.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career. Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
Greg, they've been out of sync since the opening tip. I mean, they've got to take better care of the ball.
Now here's Mayo. Parker's shot is off.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
Crawford against Parker. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you can see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson's checked in for Parker. And it's Vasquez in for Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Shot off the pick. Vasquez can't get it to go.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here is Bayless after the basket by Los Angeles. He feeds it to Henson. Monroe outside. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off. Monroe's got his second bucket of the game to go. Paul outside. He kicks it to Pierce. It's stolen by Mayo. Lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now Bayless. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Monroe finishing it off.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Los Angeles calls timeout. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up. He can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer. And at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Redick with the bucket. Bucks leading by 5.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
And, you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines.
Stevenson again. It's Mayo. It's Monroe, high post. 6 on the shot clock. Henson the pass to Vasquez. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Mayo again. Stevenson. Banked in off the glass.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Now here's Vasquez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Mayo kicks to Bayless. Henson with the screen. Bayless's shot is off.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Stevenson kicks to Paul. Smith drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here's Vasquez. Outside Mayo to the paint. And Henson kicks to Mayo. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Smith. Paul left side. Dishes it to Stevenson. It's Redick on the wing. Down low. Here's Jordan. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. 6 to shoot. Monroe with a screen on Redick. Vasquez, this is to Monroe. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Time. The second quarter about to get started. They'll be back in. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Vasquez out there with Jared Bayless. And it's Mayo in the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here is Bayless. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And Bayless kicks to Parker. Hands the 12-footer. Parker's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Paul goes in. Jordan the pass to Redick. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Vasquez. Henson with the screen. Mayo dishing to Henson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And the Bucks lead by 2. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
And you see the way Blake Griffin plays. He is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkie embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
It's Mayo on the wing. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Redick's got the ball. Out to the right wing. Paul goes in. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Pass to Bayless. Unloads from 9. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 6 points for Parker.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Johnson against Smale. Here's Griffin. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here is Bayless. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark. No doubt about it.
Johnson sends the screen for Paul. Kicks it to Redick. Three-pointer. Good. And Paul gets the assist. Redick's got 10 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here is Bayless. Parker, right side. Down low. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for O.J. Mayo. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Jared Bayless. The Clippers also changing it up. Pierce comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bucks trail by 3. Carter-Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Poked away. Pierce with the steal. Crawford, no one around him. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
A bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
And the Bucks making a change here. Monroe's checked in. 5 to shoot. Griffin can't get it to go in. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Clippers leading by 3. Paul with the ball. It's Pierce on the wing. Crawford outside. Now the feed to Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Griffin's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range and his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Johnson. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rivers passes to Pierce. Stevenson with a clean look. The rebound by the Bucks.
And on the topic of Griffin's rebounding, there's another force that helps submarine his numbers. DeAndre Jordan. Over the past few seasons, as Jordan's boards went up, Griffin's have gone down. Now, you think with the 2 elite rebounders that the team would finish better than 20th in rebounding last year, but that's another story.
Here's Crawford after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Crawford against Middleton. Crawford kicks to Rivers. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. From 17 feet out. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Bucks making a change here. Vasquez comes in. Bucks trail by 3. Now here's Carter Williams. Screen by Monroe. The pass to Parker. Pierce with the steal. It's tipped. Parker with the steal. Monroe dishes to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Pierce. And here's Stevenson. Pass to Pierce. Feeds it to Rivers. Clock at 6. Cannot hit. And Milwaukee the other way now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, and they'll face the Wizards. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook. And that one goes long.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Crawford. Shot to end this cold run. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Bucks trail by 5. Now Carter Williams. Parker outside. Rejected by Pierce. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jordan, he's checked in for Rivers. Clippers leading by 5. Carter Williams against Crawford. Jordan the screen. Crawford kicks to Pierce. Knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. You know, they've done a lot of things right in this game, but one thing they have to improve on is their ball security.
Yeah, better to be lucky than good because they've got the lead despite the miscues right now. If they clean those up, you have to like their chances.
Antetokounmpo against Pierce. Shot clock at 6.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Crawford. He has 6. No good. Good work defensively by Monroe. Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The dish to Monroe. Parker outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Middleton against Stevenson. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And that's now 9 points for Crawford.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. I mean, they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Clippers lead by 4. And will be Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
He's really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Redick. He's got 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Redick passes to Griffin. Parker with it. He's picked up by Paul. Pass to Monroe. Here's Parker, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. In that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Carter Williams with it. Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Hey, there's no denying it. DeAndre Jordan was a force on the boards last season. Led the league with 15 rebounds a game.
Paul dishes to Griffin. Jordan the screen. Parker with the steal. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And boy, how good was Chris Middleton last season? I mean, always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now, he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
And it's Paul missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Carter Williams, the pass to Parker. Wants to get it to Carter Williams and does. They now take the lead. Carter Williams has got his second bucket of the night. And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M, still growing into his body, playing with great confidence, and he can spray that thing from 3. I like his promise.
Milwaukee in the lead. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Henson's checked in for Jabari Parker, and it's Mayo in for Chris Middleton. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
There you go, fans. That was your Bucks dancer. One more time. Let me hear it.
Calling in, it's Carter Williams. And it's Paul penetrating, and the layup is good. Paul's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Henson kicks to Monroe. Shot clock at 6. And Carter Williams slams it in.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Johnson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Mayo dishing to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Henson. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. That's good.
Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Griffin. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Dishes to Henson. Mayo with a screen for Henson. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. And Jordan sends it back. And they're pushing it up. And Redick kicks to Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Kicks it out to Paul. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul. Now here's Carter Williams. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. He kicks to Monroe. And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Vasquez comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. Mayo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Griffin for the lead. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for John Henson. Blake Griffin hits them both. The Bucks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And here's Vasquez looking for his first basket still in this one. It's Mayo on the wing. Now Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. Back to Monroe. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Inside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Henson's checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Pierce comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Here's Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now here's Vasquez. Defended by Paul. And there's the 3-second violation. And Stevenson's checked in for Wesley Johnson. The Clippers in the lead. Crawford outside. Pierce kicks to Crawford. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Mayo with it. Now guarded by Stevenson. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Pierce. Antetokounmpo dishes to Henson. No good off the pick.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Griffin down low, working on Henson. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Just call him a speed merchant. I mean, he was a blur going in for that throwdown.
Now Bayless. Outside Mayo. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the way up. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Paul outside. Crawford outside. 5 on the clock. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Henson with the screen. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Smith checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles on D. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. Clock at 6. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Got it. Good job in the low post. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter. Well, we've always talked about how scary Giannis could be when his jumper is hitting grade. Every year, it seems to be improving.
And last season, Kevin, he shot just under 50% from the floor, so that's a huge jump for him.
Smith, the pass to Crawford. Stevenson drives in, and he dunks it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for a man.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
You know, for Giannis, it's not that he's just getting to the rim as to why his field goal percentage is up. I mean, in the last part of the season, his mid-range shooting percentage went up from 30% to over 50%.
Parker's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Vasquez. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Crawford with the steal. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Pass to Pierce. 6 on the shot clock. Paul goes in. Kicks to Smith. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And Giannis is already hard to guard, but if he can reliably hurt you over the top, then a lot of nightmares will be realized in the NBA. Incredible that he's improved as much as he has in this short amount of time.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Cole Aldridge. When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Wow, that's right. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Milwaukee. And there's the feed to Pierce. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 6.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Carter-Williams dishes to Parker. Crawford against Middleton. Parker gets to Middleton. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Los Angeles, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Middleton outside. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital. When
The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up 8. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Bucks trail by 8. Mayo out there with Carter-Williams. Then it's Greg Monroe. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Parker in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Mayo. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they're able to recover. Here is Paul. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Back to Johnson. Now the pass to Paul. Redick with it. Now defended by Carter-Williams. For the 3. Greg Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mayo kicks to Middleton. Monroe dishes to Middleton. Back to Monroe. Pass to Carter-Williams. Griffin with the steal. Paul again. It's Carter-Williams. Johnson, the pass to Jordan. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Carter-Williams against Paul. 5 to shoot. Mayo outside. Uncovered. And a great assist by Carter-Williams as that one goes in. Carter-Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Paul outside. Redick against Mayo. Poked loose. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
What a night it's been for Parker so far. 10 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Carter Williams dishes to Monroe. The Bucks working the ball around. And the Bucks miss again.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Paul with the ball. Now defended by Carter Williams. That's good. And now it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And it's Middleton penetrating. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
We talk about players who don't get a lot of recognition that probably deserve some. For me, Chris Middleton, Clark.
He's at the top of the list in that regard for me too, Kevin. I mean, really a revelation for the Bucks the last couple of years. He's a really good all-around forward who can do everything well.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Here's Redick. And the rejection by Monroe. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Bucks trail by 7.
And Middleton has improved every year as well. Added the 3-point shot after the rookie season, which made him very tough to deal with offensively.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And it's blocked by Jordan. It's Redick on the wing, guarded by Mayo. On the wing, Johnson. They double-team Johnson. Here's Paul. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
And for Middleton, adding that 3-point shot was huge. I mean, not only can he keep teams honest outside, but he hits over 40% of his shots from beyond the arc.
Carter Williams against Paul. Carter Williams, the pass to Parker. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. Plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Paul dishes to Johnson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Well, going back to Michael Carter-Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
Parker outside. Feeds DeMayo. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Redick. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Carter-Williams. Paul outside. Clock at 6. To the inside. Griffin.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume. It's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for O.J. Mayo. Bucks trailed by 8. Carter-Williams with it. The dish now to Parker. And Jordan sends it back. They get it back. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Paul outside. Passes it to Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Assist from
Paul's got 3 assists tonight. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like way back in 2005. Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and J.J. knew it as well.
Clippers leading by 7. Paul outside. Johnson right side. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And the Clippers have possession. Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now here's Paul. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Jordan the screen. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And they double up Paul. Here's Jordan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
What a night so far for Jordan. He's got 12 rebounds and 5 blocks. He's been an intimidator down low. Even if a shot gets over him, he's pulling down the board.
And Clark, he's just in a total zone right now. We talk about zones for shooting. This guy is in a zone in terms of controlling the paint.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Timeout called the Bucks.
You can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Bucks trail by 11. Parker outside. Down low. Antetokounmpo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one. Ball again. It's Carter Williams. To the inside. Here's Griffin. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Griffin's got 22 points.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Monroe. And that one's good.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Paul with the ball. Now Monroe defending. Here's Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Monroe. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Inside. Griffin inside. Covered by Parker. And Griffin slams it in.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Monroe sets a screen for Carter Williams. He feeds it to Middleton. Tipped away. Griffin with the steal. Outside Jordan. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Crawford's got room. They get the rebound. They shoot again. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Clippers lead by 9. And it's Parker in the corner. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Dishes it to Monroe. Nobody near Parker. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
And here is Paul. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at